voice in that old song moves across the room. By the window on the floor, silver light would stay like the evenings we once knew. Before the days grew still, there is nothing loud at all, nothing new to hold, just the feeling something warm has not really left. In the chair beside the wall, in the quiet air, there remains a little space only you could fill. I don't ask where you've gone or what time has done. I just hear that melody settling in my chest. Time goes on in softer ways, morning after morning, but the room we used to know keeps a trace of you. All the love we never said turns into a light, not a fire calling out, just a tender glow. Through the days I come to see what has stayed with me. It's not sorrow growing deep, but a gentle thread. Late at night the radio still comes in that way, and in all the quiet here you are left in sound.
Morning comes so soft and slow through the open light, and the air begins to move through the quiet room. On the table by the cup, coffee still runs warm, and the day is standing there without asking much. There is nothing I must hold, nothing I must prove, just a simple line of time, gently moving on. Through the window comes a breeze, carrying the day, and I feel it pass through me like a steady calm. All the weight I used to keep does not call as loud. It has settled somewhere far where I cannot reach. I don't try to name the change, I don't push it through, but I notice something here feels a little clear. Across the wall, in the quiet sound, there is something I can keep without holding tight. Every step I take today finds an easy way, like the road has opened up just enough for me. Morning comes so soft and slow, and I let it stay. In this gentle passing time, I begin again. I begin again.
the curtain line, and the pale and tender gold rested on the floor. There were things I used to keep hidden from the day, but the light in this small room did not turn away. By the cup beside my hand, by the chair you knew, all the air became so still. I could feel you near, not as sorrow asking in, not as something lost, just a quiet kind of warmth, staying where it was. All the words I could not say softened in the light, losing all their heavier shape as the morning grew. Through the glass, the trees outside moved a little slow, and I felt my heart begin letting in the day. What remained was not the ache I had carried long, but a calm and faithful trace I could live beside. When the light stayed on the wall, I could finally see, somewhere in the quiet here, you had softened me. Morning held the room so long, nothing had to speak, and in that familiar glow, I was not alone. There were days I held too much deep inside my hands, trying not to let the world see how small I felt. Every little thing I kept stayed with too much weight, and I wore it through the hours just to cross the day. But the way the sunlight fell on the sink and glass made the room I knew so well feel a little kind. And the song that wandered in from the radio did not pull me back in pain, only let me breathe. I began to understand, not all things that stay come to wound the heart again. Some just rest nearby, in the space between the chairs, in the quiet hall. Life was moving all along in a softer way. There was no dramatic turn, nothing bright or new, just a slow and gentle shift working through the day. What I thought would always ache lost its sharper edge and became a tender line running under things.
and the day began to turn in an easy way. There was nothing loud to chase, nothing far to reach, just the window open wide and the softened air on the table by the glass. Sunlight gently moved like a quiet hand of time passing through the room. I had carried too much noise for so many days, but the hours here were clear and they asked for less. From the radio came a song I had known before, not enough to pull me back, just enough to stay through the hall and through the light, through the cups and chairs. Life was going on as if it had always known. I did not have to understand every change at once. I could let the feeling come in its simple pace. Every step across the floor found a little ease, and the weight I used to keep did not follow close. Through an easy day like this, I can finally tell something in me has begun learning how to rest. I came in and set my coat on the usual chair, and the room received the day without asking why. By the doorway afternoon rested in a square, and the quiet in the house felt a little kind. There were times these walls would seem far from anything, like a place I only crossed without really staying. But the air has changed somehow, or maybe I have, for the light around these things feels a little close. On the shelf beside the books, on the cup and plate, all the ordinary shapes hold a steadier warmth. From the hall a small old tune drifts in from the next room, and I let it move through here like a gentle thread. I don't need a bigger sign or a brighter change, just this soft familiar hour settling where I am. What was distant now feels near, what was cold feels known, and the day I'm living in fits a little more. In this calm and simple place, I can finally say life has started looking a little more like home.
Morning started pale and still by the window frame, and the room I woke within held a gentle hush. There were thoughts I used to meet with a heavier heart, but the air around them now did not press as hard. On the table near the cup, sunlight slowly spread, touching all the little things left beside the day. I could feel the quiet change moving without sound, as if something long inside had begun to rest. Not because the past was gone, not because I knew how to name each tender part I had lived within, but because the light that came did not ask for more. It just stayed across the room, warm and soft and near. In the hours passing by, I began to feel that the day I carried through could be kind to me. What had once been sharp with ache lost its need to stay, and became a softer line woven through the calm. By the time the evening came through the amber air, I could tell the day had turned warm inside my hands. After rain, the room grew clear in a softer light, and the floor beside the door held a silver hush. From the hall an old song came, low and warm and slow, like a voice that did not need anything from me. There were days I thought the heart only learned through loss, only kept the shape of things it could not return. But the curtain in the breeze and the wooden chair showed me how the smallest things still could carry grace. What had lingered in my chest was not only pain, there was something kind in it, waiting under time. All the love that found no voice did not disappear, it became a gentler air moving through the room. Even all the longer nights did not stay as dark, they became a quieter road I could walk upon. Now the hours come and go with a steadier sound, and I do not fear the past like I used to do. After rain, the room grew clear, and by evening light I could feel what still remained was a quiet strain.
felt close and calm from the moment it began, with a quiet kind of light resting on the floor, on the table near the glass. Coffee gave off steam, and the room I walked into did not feel far away. There were things I used to meet with a guarded heart, but the hours here today asked for nothing hard. From the radio a line drifted through the hall, not enough to pull me back, just enough to stay. In the little sounds around, in the open air, life was moving near to me in a steadier way. I did not have to hold every passing thought. I could let them come and go, like the shade outside. Through the slowly turning light, through the quiet noon, something in me seemed to fit where I stood at last. All the weight that once would press lost its need to stay, and the day I carried through felt a little close. By the time the evening came, soft against the wall, I could say this simple day had been good to me. In the quiet after sound, things begin to rest, and the room I'm sitting in feels a little clear. By the lamp beside the chair, fading light stays low, like the hours winding down. Without asking why, there were nights I could not sit with a steady mind. But the silence coming in does not pull me back. From the hallway comes a tone, soft and barely there, not enough to bring me far, just enough to stay. All the thoughts I used to hold lose their sharper edge as they pass across the air, slow and unafraid. I don't need to follow them, I don't need to know where they come or where they go. Through the open dark, stillness I can feel something settle down, like a place I did not see, finding me at last. Nothing more is asked of me, nothing left to prove, just this quiet kind of time, holding where I am in the quiet after sound. I can finally hear something calm and close within, learning how to stay.
In the corner by the door, where the light falls in, there's a quiet place I know I can sit within. Not a place I have to hide, not a space to leave, just a small and steady calm waiting there for me. There were days I tried to run from the way I felt, but the more I turned away, more of it remained. Now I let the feeling stay, like a passing sound, not too close to take me in, not too far to fade. In the rhythm of the room, in the softened air, I can feel my thoughts grow still without being forced. All the things I could not name do not press as hard. They have lost their need to speak in a louder way. There's a comfort in this space that I did not know, not from something I have found, but from letting go. In the corner by the door, where the light falls in, there's a quiet place to stay, deep and calm within. Soft against the wooden floor, afternoon light stays, and it brings a trace of things I had left behind. Not in ways that call me back, not in ways that ache, just a quiet kind of line running through the day. In the way the curtain moves, in the silent room. There are pieces of the past resting without weight. I don't have to turn around, I don't have to hold what was once too much for me to be seen or told. All the moments I had kept out of reach for years find a place inside the light, soft and settled now, like a song without a name, drifting through the air. There's a feeling I can keep without holding tight. What the light remembered here does not hurt to see. It becomes a gentle part of what stays with me. Through the calm of passing hours, through the fading gold, I can let it be just this, quiet and enough. Soft against the wooden floor, afternoon light stays, and it holds what I have been in a kinder way. By the edge of fading light, on the table line, there remained a quiet glow, resting where I sat. All the hours of the day passed without a sound, and the things I tried to hold did not follow through. In the way the daylight fell, soft along the wall, I could feel a gentle calm moving through the room. Not because it all was clear, not because I knew how to name the shape of things changing deep inside, but the weight I used to feel lost its sharper edge and became a quieter line I could live beside. Through the small and simple things, through the open air, life was standing close to me in an easy way. There was nothing left to prove, nothing left to chase, just a steady kind of time holding where I am. As the evening settled in, slow and warm and low, I could let the silence stay without turning back. By the edge of fading light, I could finally feel this had been a kind of day that was enough for me.
days I didn't see what was slowly changing. In the way I held my breath through the passing hours. There was nothing sudden there, nothing I could name. Just a quiet kind of turn, working through my steps. In the light across the street, in the open air, I began to feel a space I could walk within. All the weight I used to keep lost its need to stay. Not because it disappeared, but it softened out. I don't try to chase the ship or to hold it still. I can let it move in me at a gentle pace. From the sound of daily life, from the little things, comes a calm I didn't know I could carry here. Every step I take now feels just enough to be. Not too fast or pulling back, just a steady line. In the slow and simple turn, I can start to see life is not as far from me as it used to seem. Through the days I didn't see, something had begun, and it's leading me somewhere quiet and my own. All the things that came and went through the years I knew left a trace I couldn't see until now and here. Not the weight I thought would stay, not the sharper parts, but a quiet kind of line running through it all. In the way I speak today, in the way I rest, there's a softer sense of time holding where I am. From the songs I used to hear, from the rooms I crossed, something stayed without a name, something stayed with me. I don't need to look behind to understand it now. It's already in the way I begin each day. All the nights that felt too long did not end in loss. They became a quieter path I can walk along. In the calm of simple things, in the passing light, I can feel what I had been settling into place. Nothing more is left to prove, nothing more to find, just this steady kind of truth growing as I go. All the things that came and went did not fade away. They became what quietly stayed with me today.
came into my mind before I looked away. I felt it in the room and chose to let it stay. You stood without a rush, you spoke without a strain. Nothing was pushed too far, still something would remain. I held it low and calm beneath the shape of day. No need to name it yet, it found its quiet way. You never asked for more, you never moved too fast, but in that steady air you made the feeling last. I kept the tone we had, even and warm and true. Nothing was raised too high, still everything came through. I never asked for signs or words to make it shine. You gave a gentle kind of peace I knew was mine. Now when I think of it, I do not reach too far. It lives in simple things, the room, the dusk, the heart. Maybe that is enough, maybe that is the way. Some feelings enter low and choose to softly stay. You came into my mind before I looked away. I felt it in the room and chose to let it stay. I felt you in the room before you spoke my name. There was no need for much, I knew it felt the same. You stood a little near and held an even tone. Nothing was turned too bright, still I was not alone. I kept it low and still beneath the weight of day. No need to call it more, it came and chose to stay. You did not change the pace, you did not force the air, but in that quiet line I felt you settle there. I let the moment rest, I let it breathe in time. Nothing was made too large, still everything aligned. I never named it once, I never asked it why, but all the smaller things kept bringing you nearby. Now when the day returns in pieces warm and clear, a chair, a passing song still brings your presence near. Maybe the truest touch does not arrive in signs, it reaches something deep and stays within the mind. Felt you in the room before you spoke my name. There was no need for much, I knew it felt the same.
watch the page grow still. The words I meant to send stayed folded by the lamp. I had so much to say in soft and careful lines, but every truth I kept fell quiet in my hands. There was a tender fear in making feeling plain, as if the paper knew how close my heart could come. So I would start again with simple evening words, then leave the deepest part unfinished in the dark. The drawer still holds them all, those letters never sent, a little stack of years pressed flat by time and thought. Inside them lives a man who almost let love speak, who almost crossed the space between his doubt and hope. I read them now and then, not wishing to go back, but smiling at the way my heart was trying then. You may not know at all how often I wrote true, how many quiet nights were leaning close to you. Still something gentle lasts in all I could not send, a love that found its form in letters without end.
Soft in a quiet way, you came into the day. Nothing was said too much, still something chose to stay. There in an easy tone, a gentle feeling grew. Nothing was made too bright, still everything felt true. Calm in the way you stood, light in the way you moved. No need to say it out, still everything was proved. You stayed a little near and held an even line. Something inside of me felt softer over time. I let the moment rest, I let it breathe and stay. Nothing was made too large, still it would find its way. I never asked for signs or words to make it clear, but all the quiet things kept drawing you more near. Now when the day returns in pieces warm and slow, a chair, a passing song brings back that gentle glow. Maybe the truest lives without a plan and leaves a certain kind of peace we understand. Soft in a quiet way, you came into the day. Nothing was said too much, still something chose to stay. Stayed softly in my day without a single plan. Nothing was said too clear, still I could understand. There in a quiet tone, a steady feeling grew. Nothing was turned too bright, still everything felt true. Light in the way you stood, calm in the way you stayed. No need to say too much, still something gently stayed. You came a little near and held an even line. Something inside of me felt easier in time. I let the moment rest, I let it take its time. Nothing was made too large, still everything aligned. I never asked for signs or words to make it clear, but all the quiet things kept bringing you more near. Now when the day returns in pieces warm and slow, a chair, a passing song still brings that gentle glow. Maybe the better things arrive without a plan and leave a certain kind of peace we understand. Stayed softly in my day without a single plan. Nothing was said too clear, still I could understand. Quietly it came to me, Still something gently stayed. You stood a little near and held an even line. Something inside of me felt softer over time. I let the moment rest. I let it breathe and stay. Nothing was made too large. Still it would find its way. I never asked for signs or words to make it clear, but all the quiet things kept drawing you more near. Now when the day returns in pieces warm and slow, a chair, a passing song brings back that gentle glow. Maybe the truest touch arrives without a plan and leaves a certain kind of peace we understand. Quietly it came to me and settled through the day. Nothing was said too much. Still something chose to stay. It stayed in gentle ways and moved without a sound. Nothing was said too clear. Still warmth was all around. There in a quiet tone, a steady feeling grew. Nothing was turned too bright. Still everything felt true. Light in the way you stood, calm in the way you stayed. No need to call it more. Still something gently stayed. You came a little near and held an even line. Something inside of me felt easier in time. I let the moment rest. I let it take its time. Nothing was made too large. Still everything aligned. I never asked it why or tried to make it clear, but all the smaller things kept bringing you more near. Now when the day returns in pieces warm and slow, a chair, a passing song still brings that gentle glow. Maybe the better things arrive without a plan and leave a certain kind of peace we understand. It stayed in gentle ways and moved without a sound. Nothing was said too clear. Still warmth was all around. it stayed around and lingered through the day. Nothing was said too much, still something chose to stay. There in an easy tone, a gentle feeling grew. Nothing was made too bright, still everything felt true. Light in the way you stood, calm in the way you stayed. No need to say it out, still something gently stayed. You came a little near and held an even line. Something inside of A chair, a passing song, still brings that gentle glow. Maybe the better things arrive without a plan and leave a certain kind of peace we understand. Nothing needed to be said, it showed in quiet ways. Nothing was turned too bright, still warmth was there to stay.
I heard my old name called soft through the evening hall. One lad was waiting on, as if I'd not been gone. The chair beside the wall still held a patient grace. Dust on the picture frame could not erase your face. I wore the years too long, like coats I could not fold. Still there was something kind left in the quiet gold. The road had made me tired, the nights had made me slow. But in that tender room, my heart began to know some love was never loud, some hope was never new, some part of who I was came walking back in view. I touched the air and smiled at all I could not say. Yet what was left for me was more than I had known. The hurt had lost its edge, the dark had lost its claim. I let the silence rest without a need for blame. And when the window dimmed, the room grew soft and true. I found the life I'd left still breathing close and warm. I do not need the past to rise in perfect light. I only need this heart to stay with me tonight. Time didn't take it all, though I had thought it might. Some traces kept their place. door. The sound of easy steps still moves across the floor. I lost some names and dates, I lost a younger pride, but not the tender tone you carried by my side. The years can dim a room and slow the brightest part, but time did not undo the shape inside my heart. A picture lost its goal, a letter lost its edge, yet what we used to know stayed soft or stayed sincere. I do not hold the past like something I must prove. I only know some love can keep a steady truth. When evening settles in and city voices thin, I feel your kindness there, like warmth upon my skin. Not every dream returned, not every ache was gone, but something clear remained, enough to lead me on. Time didn't take it all, it left me what was true, a quiet way to smile whenever I think of you. We had a tender start, a look, a little spark, a way of standing close and staying after dark. You wore that quiet smile I knew but could not name, and every time you turned, the whole room felt the same. We almost had our chance, we almost made it last, but life was moving slow and still too hard to ask. I kept the words too long, you kept your distance too, and somewhere in between the seasons slipped from view. There was no bitter end, no door that had to close, just all the things we felt and neither dared to show. Sometimes I miss the sound of what we never said, the life we might have had still circles in my head. Yet even now I smile at how it used to be, a soft unfinished line that still belongs to If I could meet that night, I'd keep you a little near and let my true heart speak before the moment thinned. We were not fully lost, we were not fully known, the way we almost were still feels a little home. You walk into the room and everything grows calm. The air becomes a place where I can rest my mind. You never try too hard, you never steal the day. You only stand there close and let my worry fade. I know the sound you make when laughter starts to rise. I know the evening look that settles in your eyes, and every little thing begins to feel just right. A lamp, a folded coat, a slow and easy night. Love that feels like home is never loud or fast. It lives in quiet ways that somehow always last. It stays when days go wrong, it stays when words go thin. It keeps a gentle place for all I have not been. I did not know before how soft a heart could live, how safe a touch could be, how much the dark could live. If someone asked me now what I am grateful for, I'd say a patient love and all its open warmth. You walk into my life and nothing feels alone. I found it in your arms, a love that feels like home. I heard a line tonight, and something turned to gold. A room I used to know came softly back to life. The old familiar chord moved low across my chest, and for a little while my restless heart could rest. It was not just the sound, it was the way it stayed, like someone calling me by who I was back then. A table, lamp and chair returned inside my mind. The air became so near, the years grew warm and kind. Some songs do more than play, they open up a place. They hold the shape of love and all its patient grace. I found your quiet smile between the second line. I found my younger hope still breathing in the rhyme. The night was deep and mild, the city far and dim, but in that little tune the whole world settled in. I do not need much now, just one clear melody to bring me gently home to what was true in me. So let the record turn and leave the low light on. I found a home at last inside a simple song. You smiled before you left, as if to leave me light, as if goodbye could hold a little room for grace. The hallway felt so still, the coat was on the chair, your touch was fading slow, but kindness filled the air. We did not break apart with anger in our hands. We only reached the edge of what we could not mend. And even in that hour, you kept your voice so low that I could hear the love still living in the pores. Some endings come too hard, some leave a bitter trace, but yours was soft enough to leave a gentle space. I think of how you stood, half turning at the door, the evening on your face, the calm inside your eyes. You gave me one last look that asked for nothing more, and somehow in that glance you gave me back myself. So when I speak of you, I do not speak in pain, I only say your name with gratitude and warmth. The warmest goodbye stays not as a thing to lose, but as a quiet light I still can carry home.
I carried all I could not show. There was still a quiet place keeping me alive. In the days behind me, I moved slow and low. Every door I closed too soon stayed inside my hands. All the words I buried settled in my chest. Like a weight I came to know better than my name. When the world grew distant, I grew small as well. I would hold a careful smile just to pass the day. In the face of silence, I forgot my worth. Still a little thread in me would not let go. After all the long nights, something stayed awake. Not a bright and sudden flame, just a tender sign. In the life I walked through without asking why, I began to stand a little more inside myself. All the years I carried did not end in loss. They became a softer road leading me this far. pain now can breathe in peace. In a low impatient light, I could feel the day, leaning on my tired heart without asking much. In the years I went half gone through the outer world, I would wear a steady face and go quietly on. All the names I gave my pain never reached the truth. It was loneliness and fear living under breath. When the days grew hard to hold, I would still move through. Not because I felt so strong, just because I stayed. In the part of me that hurt, something still was warm, like a small and faithful hand resting in the dark. After all the distant months, I began to hear there was still a life in me waiting to be used. In the life I came back to, nothing shone too bright. Still the air around my thoughts felt a little kind. When a gentle word came near, I could let it stay, not as something I must earn, just as human grace. In the life I came back to, I can stand more free with the ache that shaped my days and the heart that grew.
There were days I kept it low, moved through every room with a quiet kind of faith. No one looked beneath. On the way back home at dusk, I would slow my step, like the day might ask too much if I hurried on. All the words I held too long stayed behind my teeth, and the weight of missing life settled in my chest. When the nights grew hard to name, I would leave things plain, sit beside the fading light till the hour turned soft. More from habit than, not because I I felt so sure, just because I stayed. After all the silent strain, something still was there. Not a bright or striking part, just a steady warmth. By the time I noticed it, I had come this far. Still a little worn by life, still not closing down. There were days I kept it low, now I know them well. They were leading me by hand to a quieter heart. I thought of you after work was done, when the room had settled down and the day was low. All the words I kept too long stayed where they had been, not as anger, not as blame, just as quiet ache. When we spoke again that night, I could hear it plain. Time had moved through both of us in a slower way. You did not ask for more than I had to give, just a little honest talk held in easy tones. Through the years I kept my pace and I kept things small, like a man who learned to live without asking much. Still there was a part of me that had not gone far. It was tired, it was warm, but it could still care. That night I did not turn hard. I could let the silence sit without feeling cold. All the distance in between did not close the door, it just left a quieter kind of truth for us to hear. Nights I thought of you, now I know them well. They were leading me this way to a softer heart.
enough to stir the sky, just enough to stay. There were days I lived so far from my truer voice, with a careful kind of smile, held through every hour. All the weight I used to wear fit me like a coat, till I almost came to think it was part of me. When the harder nights went long, I would keep things still, let the silence fill the room, and then fill my chest through a softer kind of weep. I began to know there was still a steadier self waiting under strain. After all the inward years, I could feel it close, not a bright and sudden turn, just a clearer breath. When I heard my name out loud, I did not look down. I could hold it quietly with a gentler mind. On a slower afternoon, I came back in part with a little more of me resting in my heart. When the world felt near again, I could feel the air resting lighter on my skin than it used to do. There were times I turned away from the smallest care. Even tender words would land like a weight too close. All the distance I'd kept followed me so long, I forgot how calm a hand could make a moment feel. On a low and easy day, someone spoke my name, with no burden in the sound, only simple grace. Through the weeks that followed on, I began to learn I could let a little warmth stay without a fear. After all the guarded hours, something in me eased, not because the pain was gone, just because I stayed. When the world felt near again, I did not step back. I could meet it quietly as a woman there. There are days I still go slow, and I let them pass with a softer kind of trust settling in my heart.
There were words I kept too long, resting out of sight, like a coat behind a door I forgot to move. On the nights I came back late, I would leave them there, with the dust of common days settling on them slow. and down made my voice grow small, till I almost came to think small was who I was. When a little truth came near, I would turn it plain, keep it low and let it pass before it could stay. Through a colder kind of time, I went on like that, not because it kept me safe, just because I knew after all the quiet strain, I began to feel silence was not all I had left to give the world. I said one honest thing, nothing broke apart. There was only evening light and a steadier breath. There were words I kept too long, now I know them well. They were waiting all that time for a softer man. Some days felt lighter than the days before. Not enough to change my life, just enough to breathe. On the way back home from work, I would feel it there, in the slower kind of dusk, settling on the street. All the months I kept things low left a mark on me. Still they did not take away every decent part. There were nights I said so little I could hear the clock moving through the quiet room like a second voice. Some days felt easier in a modest way. I could sit and let the dark come without a fight. After all the inward strain, I began to know I was not as far from life as I used to think. When a simple kindness came, I did not step off. I could let it rest with me and not call it fear. Some days felt lighter and I let them stay, like a steadier kind of peace, learning me by name.
loud or sharp, just as something near. When the evening settled in, I would feel it first in the way the room went still around every thought. Through a slower kind of month, something started change. Not enough for anyone else to notice yet. After all the inward years, I could feel it then. The nights did not press as hard as they used to do. When the darker hour came, I did not turn cold. I could let it be the night and not call it fear. There were nights that wore me down. Now they pass more light, and I rest a little more in the life I have. On the days it felt so plain, I could feel it there. Not as something pressing hard, just as something near. There were years I knew that weighed by the way it stayed in the corners of my mind through the evening light. All the hurt I could not name lived beside my days, never asking to be heard, only staying close. When the house grew still at night, I would feel it most. Not as fear and not as loss, just a quiet ache. Through a slower kind of time, I began to learn I could live and let it rest where it wanted to. After all the inward strain, something had gone mild. What once followed every step now moves softer too. When a gentler hour came, I could let it stay without thinking every piece had to disappear. On the days that felt so plain, I could hold my life with what stayed beside me still, and what still moved on. On a plain and easy day, I could feel it first, in the way the room grew calm around common things. There were cups left by the sink, books beside the bed, and the kind of evening light I had missed for years. All the days I moved have gone, left their mark on me. Still they did not take away every smaller joy. When the morning came too soon, I would keep it low, let the house and let my heart wake in careful time. Through a slower kind of week, something had come back. Not a bright and sudden turn, just familiar peace. After all the inward strain, I could feel it there, in the way I made my tea, in the way I stayed. When a little laugh came out, I did not hold it. I could let it cross the air and remain with me. On a plain and easy day, life felt close again, and the small days that I knew came back one by one.
Over all the quiet air, evening settles slow, and the day I wore too long started letting go. And there were nights not far from this I could hardly rest, with a tired and distant mind, turning through the dark. All the strain I used to keep followed every hour, in the way I held my breath at the end of work. When the room grew calm enough, I could feel it less. All the weight that used to stay long after the day. Over time the harder edge lost a little hold, not because the hurt was gone, just because I stayed. There were small and easy things I could feel again, in a chair, a lamp, a meal, and a steadier breath. When the darker hour came, I did not turn cold. I could let it be the night, and not call it fear. Over all the quieted air, Evening took its time, and the life I thought had thinned rested close again.
On a day that asked for less, I could feel it first, in the way my tired hands moved with a softer care. There were years I wore the dark close to every thought, through the plain and common hours, through the evening hush. All the strain I used to keep followed me so long, I forgot how simple peace sometimes likes to come. When the room grew mild at dusk, I did not turn hard. I could let the fading light rest on what I felt. Through a slower turn of time, something had grown clear. Life was not as far from me as it used to be. After all the inward days, I could feel a change, not a bright and sudden one, just a steadier breath. When a low and easy calm came and stayed a while, I could hold it where I stood and not call it fear. On a day that asked for less, I could finally know there was still a place in me where the day could rest. I heard it play across the room, a tender line, an easy tune. I meant to let it pass me by, but stayed to hear it one more time. The coffee cooled beside my hand, a slower day than I had planned, and in that song I found a way to let the quiet softly stay. It moved so calm, it moved so slow, the kind of sound you come to know. No sudden turn, no grand design, just something warm and close to mine. I took a seat and faced the light, heavy ache, no endless blue. Just something kind that carried through. A memory with softened ends that came and sat with me again. I didn't tell